Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering Duels of the Poop Scoopers, scooping the poops and the poops and the scoops, poops and the scoop, poop, poop, poop,
Boom, chicka boom, 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 chicka boom, 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 chicka boom, boom.
I like the song potential there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's up there. I think we can adapt it and make it the intro to Magic. You know, we should have
An experimental hip-hop group together. I agree.
Yes, an experimental hip-hop group. No, we should have an experimental hip-hop style, like socially conscious hip-hop style intro for Magic from now on.
Socially conscious hip-hop style intro.
Yeah.
I need to talk to IndieMal5 about that.
yeah, talk to IndieMal5, and we'll get Blackstar on the project, and, like, De La Soul.
Dude, has a rapper ever done made a loop of them digging into the ground? So it's like the sound of the shovel hitting the ground is the big, like, explosive part of the beat.
Oh.
And then it's like, it kind of puts forward the message that it's like, everybody dies, and we gotta dig a hole to bury all the bodies.
Damn,
Isn't that
dude,
heavy?
That's deep. That's some deep shit. That's like some really deep shit.
It's deep below the ground, 6 feet to be exact.
Exactly. That actually sounded like the
puts the
beginning of a
pussy in
rhyme.
the sarcophagus, too.
Yeah, they kind of sounded like a rhyme at first. Like
That could be one of the first lines.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I recorded it already, so we're already
There you
most
go.
of the way there.
We're halfway through. Now all we have to do is add auto-tune, and we're good.
Yeah, there's a plugin for that, but it's kind of expensive. I think it was like $100 or something for Sony Acid.
Oh, really?
I actually don't even have a current version of Acid anymore that works with this Windows, so I think I'd have to buy it again. Shit!
Oh, that's fine.
We need to crowdfund this shit now.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got a couple sheets in my fridge right now. It's no big deal.
Okay.
I'm
So you wanna play some
about
Magic?
LSD. Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. Obviously, we're rolling two-handed today because it's a Steelers fan. Which is fair.
Yeah, Dota, football, things like that cause Magic to be interrupted.
Yeah. It happens.
It's pretty weird. I don't get it myself, but
Shit
I also don't play Dota or watch football, so what do I know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All
so
right.
you don't know any of the competitive sportsy type feelings.
Sportsies?
Well,
Did you call them sportsies?
No, I said competitive sportsy type things.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I thought like calling esports sportsies would be like a new really fun thing to do.
You know what's weird is like, so like the Dota 2 subreddit has a bunch of like sensational sets on. Also, it's really weird playing this two-handed, by the way, because all the cards look really fucking big.
Yeah, it's very
notice
large.
that? Yeah, it's kind of strange.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, there's a lot of sensationalist headline stuff in the Dota 2 subreddit, and there was like the ESPN boss said that like, you know, competitive gaming are not sports, and it was like a headline. It was one of the highest upvoted things on the Dota 2 subreddit, and literally every single highest upvoted comment was like, yeah, no, he's right, it's not sports. And so, like, no one was disagreeing with his point, but it somehow got really upvoted to the front page as if it was, like, some awful thing that he said. But yeah, like, he is right. Like, it's not technically a sport. Like, a sport is actually defined by physical activity.
Okay, well, I don't really care much about definitions, to be honest. It's more a colloquial meaning. But I would put that argument in the exact same pool as, is Dear Esther a game or not? The answer is, I don't care.
yeah, that's fair.
That's my answer anyway. I understand there's plenty of discussion to be had there, but I don't feel like it ever gets us anywhere. It just makes people mad at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Or the whole our game's art thing. Like, what was it, Roger Ebert that said they weren't? Like, he's a pretty accomplished critic, but, like, I still don't care.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, I don't really give a shit either.
Also, just being accomplished in one element of media doesn't mean you necessarily understand the nuance of what's going on in every other element of media.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not gonna ask a surgeon how black holes work.
Yeah, I mean, you could. They'd probably have an opinion, but it may or may not be informed. And to any of us, I mean, I guess we could say the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might specialize in roguelike indie games and have no idea about space simulation indie games, and that's actually very much true.
Yeah, no, that's true. People definitely specialize, especially in our field. in specific things. Although what's weird is like we kind of specialize in magic, but no one should ask us anything about like the balance of magic.
Yes. And I'm sure Ryan would say like he plays a shitload of Isaac, but he doesn't know a lot about it or something. Like he says this to me all the time anyway. I'm not just taking words out of his mouth. But yeah, it's weird how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. Why are you putting words in a horse's mouth? What are you doing that for?
Oh, it's a gift horse, so you got to look in there.
Oh,
Sometimes there's words stuck around all the teeth and stuff, and you got to get them out before you pass the horse on to somebody. They get all upset at you or something.
What is up with horses and mouths? Like, why has history been so like concerned?
You hear it
straight
from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, I know, but like, why is everybody so upset about the horses and their mouths?
It's
like
the best indication of a horse's health.
Isn't there?
I mean, you know about the idiom, right? Like that's why the gift horse thing is a thing, haven't we?
Right? Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, you're the idiom guy. I figured if anybody knew, you'd be you.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. It's like if someone gives you a car and you kick the tires. You know, same kind of thing.
Okay, it's a little different, though, in that if you get into a gifted car and then you get in an accident, you don't want to die.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you get into a gifted horse, or on a gifted horse,
into a gifted
yeah, that's how
the worst that happens is it falls over or something, and then you get kind of hurt, or I guess you get paralyzed for the rest of your life.
Exactly. You get really fucked up if a horse falls over. Yeah, because horses, that's the thing, actually. Have you ever rode a horse, Nick?
Not more than like the traditional when you're 5 and you sit on a horse's back and say you're riding it, but not really.
Yeah. See that one. See that doesn't even give you a clear indication because I had done that too. But like everything when you're little, everything's massive, right?
Of course.
So like
horses are big for real though.
Yeah, like and when I thought back to a horse before I had rode one again, like I was like, oh yeah, they're big because I was tiny, whatever. I'm sure it's not that big. I went and rode a horse again. That shit is fucking massive. Like, horses are huge. They're really big. Like, you kind of take it for granted, and you even, the scale is right in the movies, because, I mean, they are just riding real fucking horses. But, like, usually it's like a person's foot is next to another, like, a person's foot on a horse is next to another person's head. They're, like, 6 feet off the ground. They're really big. So... yeah. I
wonder who the first person was that saw this thing running through some plane and was like, you know what? I'm gonna definitely sit on that thing's back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on that thing's back and I'm gonna ride it.
I'm gonna go really far and it's gonna be awesome.
I wonder if horses looked any different before we started domesticating them.
Probably like less muscular, right? Because we put them to work.
Yeah.
So maybe they were a bit leaner, maybe a bit shorter. I don't know.
They wish they were ballers. They wish they were a little bit taller.
This is not going to be a very good round. We may actually have to do 2 because I've gotten such shit draw. I don't think I can really do much here.
Yeah, it's possible.
I could just block a bunch of this, but I'm just going to lose all my creatures. I guess I kind of have to.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Save it for the experimental hip-hop group, Rob. These could be good lyrics. Really, you've got to play games with what I just did there?
Quit playing games with my farts. With my farts.
Oh, so you were just trying to bait me out anyway.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's like a win-win for me, really. I get a 3-3. And
I don't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's a win-win. I might as well do it. Like, the 2 options are, like, I could kill your creatures, which is nice, don't get me wrong. But this is, like, just in case you do get something big, I'll start to have something big. It's gonna get something big.
Yeah, man. Just in case you get something big, I'm going to have something big right along with you.
I'm going to get something big for you.
60 FPS worth.
Yeah, we can't talk about that, but there is. Let's just say there's a real good subreddit that exists in the world.
You'll find it. Just look where your heart desires.
Yeah, really.
Or don't.
Yeah.
If you're not into that, too.
You don't have to. But I guess you should know that, like, yeah, it's something that we refrained from talking about on the stream, so, like, you could get a general gist of what it is that...
Gist.
Yeah. I like the thinking that there's like just an apostrophe T.
Yes. That's what I'm after.
That'd be good. The apostrophe T's
This
are always
game
the best
sucks.
T's. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're gonna kill me fast so we can start fresh.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Well, then I guess you could just, like, not block.
I think I've got one turn left in me if I use up all my stuff, but I don't think I want to be alive with none of my stuff, so I think I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have a 5/5 that I don't have enough land to get out, so...
That's unfortunate.
Well...
Yeah, I actually had to... I had the Inferno Titan in my hand, so you would have been real mad about that.
Of course you did. Of course.
Yeah, you'd have been real mad about that.
Viewers, please go through all of the archives of our Magic games and find out if there was a single game of Magic 2015 where he didn't play that damn card. Oh, look, turns out I can't actually play this. I forgot it had Convoke.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Oh, whatever. How many cards do I need to tap here?
Quit playing games with my farts. With my farts. My farts.
There's not a lot of games you could really play with farts.
Yeah, I know.
And there's like, What's That Smell is one of them.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
you
good
could
one.
try and do that one where you do pressurized cupping.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, okay, I feel you.
You light a candle underneath a cup, and then the pressure sucks, or the flame sucks all the oxygen out of the cup, and then it suctions someone's skin up. That's not really a game. That's more like a kind of experimental massage therapy technique that I'm not sure I agree with.
Alright, that's kind of weird.
It leaves like big welts. I actually forgot what farting has to do with that.
Maybe they suck farts out of your butt.
Oh yeah, maybe you could put a cup over your butthole and suck a fart out.
Mm-hmm. You probably can. Actually, yeah.
If gross cup after that.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably smell like farts, but like, yeah, I mean, if you
might even pull a little bit of a dookie out of you.
Probably, yeah. Quit playing games with my farts. My farts. Are you just gonna take it out? Take it right.
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't think I could actually bonk it all anyway.
Yeah, no, probably not.
I had a bunch of pump-up cards that I could have used on my 5/5 if I had 3 more turns, but...
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it just kind of turned out that way. I don't think that deck is actually really supposed to be, like kill you really quickly kind of thing. But,
yeah, well, I don't think my deck is supposed to have absolutely nothing going on in it either, so...
That's weird. I accepted your invite. I was in a room with you, but the ready button didn't work. That's very strange.
Who knows? This game works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. It is basically like Jesus.
This is very close to the hand I just had a second ago, so I'm going to get rid of that.
Been there. My hand is also equivalently terrible.
Oh, this is not great.
Yeah, I hope this one doesn't last like super long because we both have shit hands.
Oh, I might take a second mulligan.
Uh-oh. All right, like you give
All right, this is actually maybe better, slightly.
All right, well, that's good.
Very slightly.
Quest for the Gravelord, Nito.
If I don't get a land draw on my first or second hand or turn, I'm probably out again.
Yeah, well, don't worry.
Oh, I got a land card first draw.
Oh, that's
perfect.
handy.
I have nothing to play for a minute though.
Well, I'm gonna say that I'm kind of boned up real good right now.
You have a gate, you can't be boned up that hard.
Yeah, the gates are pretty sweet. I mean, look how cool that gate looks.
Man, I wish Dark Souls 2 looked like that.
I know, right? I mean, it does kinda.
In your head.
Yeah.
Like when you're trying to sleep at night, it does.
Did they just come out with new DLC? Like a second?
Yeah, it's like a Volcano World now or something.
Oh, okay. I saw Ice World. I was like watching Sing Sing play it. There's like
Ice World's not out.
Yeah, well, he was playing
Ice World's
something with
mid-September, unless he's got an early thing.
Maybe, he might. I don't think so, but...
It was July, August, September, and they were all like the 15th, 20th, something like that.
Well, it is September.
Yeah, it's like the end of September, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like I lost.
It's a little early, actually.
I lost. What does Evolve do? Usually a +1 with a number creature with greater power top of the raft under control.
It's an asymmetrical multiplayer game by Turtle Rock.
It's actually pretty fun. We played it at PAX East.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. Alright. Yeah,
There's a new beast. There's like a swimming one now.
Is there?
I'm pretty psyched. I want to like get all the 2K games that are coming out.
Yeah.
They have a really good lineup for this year.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Or
I mean,
the end of this year.
just
and
in general, it's a good company, really. Like they've even made good the good basketball games for years too. I don't really like the basketball games, but
I don't know much about that.
they're good. I mean, like, because like sports games, it used to be like all sports games were 2K and EA, right? And then Madden signed a fucking
Permanent
exclusivity,
contract
yeah, with
forever.
with the NFL, which
It's
was
like Machinima.
which was inevitably ruled that was totally bullshit and illegal. So that
But they
doesn't
can just keep
exist
doing it
anymore.
because they decided they could.
Yeah, well, the contract is actually out. So like any other game company,
Thought it got
can
renewed.
make- no, it's just been unrenewed. Like it can't be renewed anymore.
Okay.
Um,
That's good. Does that mean anything though?
damn you.
Because they've got such a stranglehold on the market at this point. Would anybody even try to compete?
I mean, no one has made a football game since like 2008. So
Yeah, they don't even remember how the sport even plays at this point.
yeah,
It's like, do people light on fire occasionally? I don't know, maybe. Let's try it.
yeah. All right.
I was so sad. I finally found the first sports game that I actually wanted to potentially buy
Uh-huh.
in NHL 2015 or whatever the hell. And I played it a bunch with Ryan, and we had a really good time. We were drinking beers and getting in fights together and, like, smashing each other into the walls and stuff, and that was fun. And then he tells me today on the stream, like, it sucks.
Wait, which game?
Like, the new NHL game, like, that it's the first NHL game in years that isn't good.
Oh, really? That sucks.
That's what he told me.
Yeah, well, it's not on the PC anyway.
It's not on the PC, but I wanted something to do with my PS4 other than Diablo 3.
Yeah. Oh, you've been playing Diablo
It's-
3 on your PS4?
Yeah, that's the thing. I have been
I
playing
see.
on PS4. I really like the controls a lot better on a controller for
Mhm.
whatever reason. It just feels good.
Well, the game, honestly, seemed like it was kind of designed for a controller. Also, I'm
I
really
guess.
pissed that you got rid of my second quest for the Gravelord, because I would have had two 5/5
Hey,
zombies
you
right
have a
now.
5/5 and I don't. How about you suck it?
Yeah, I would have had two of them right now, though. You took
Don't
away
care.
my
I
two of
don't
them.
have any.
Yeah. Yeah. Butt salad. Butt salad. Ugh.
I'm gonna assume you probably just have two of those in the whole deck.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's great. So if I can kill that, I might be home free.
Yeah, I mean, I do only have 2 lands, so I'm kind of fucked.
I know that sounds bad, but you have 2 lands and a zombie with 3 jaws.
Yeah, that's true. He does have 3 jaws. I wish I could use his 3 jaws for mana.
I mean, right now I have
this creature costs
4
2
turns.
mountains and 2 jaws.
How many jaws could you give?
How many jaws do you have on the battlefield? Several jaws? Okay. We don't actually have to count. As long as you have several jaws on the battlefield, you're fine. God, I hate having a fucking broken chair again.
It's awful. I'm
I
sorry.
need to get another chair. When Satyr Fart Master enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards. Okay, I see.
None of those are land.
None of them?
That's okay, actually. That works out to my advantage anyway.
That's like that town in Canada. None of it.
Nunavut, I
Yeah,
believe.
Yeah. I'm not
Nunavut.
gonna have.
How many of it? Nunavut.
I'm not gonna have none of it.
All right, this is going to be very interesting. I actually have a strategy now.
Okay.
I might be able to live.
Don't like that. Doesn't
But-
sound good to me.
It's not a good strategy, and it also might fail. So we're going to see what happens.
All
You do what you need to do.
All right. All right. I have my strategy is hope that I draw lands. Okay, it was successful.
Oh, look who it is.
Yes.
This is the absolute worst guy that I don't want to see right now.
Oh no! Fuck! Oh, God damn it!
What did you do?
I fucking hit the continue button
Why would you do that?
because it like I wanted to hit the attack with all button and then I hit the continue button. Well, I lost.
Why do you say that? I don't know if you lost or not.
I lost. I fucking lost. Oh, man. God damn it, I'm so mad. I'm such a dumbo. Joshua Hagler. Apparently Joshua Hagler drew that card. Brandon Kirkovsky. Oh, that sucks.
It needed to be done.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. Well, yeah, that probably would have happened either way, I guess. Because he probably just wouldn't have blocked any of my things.
Oh, so many creatures.
So little time.
All right.
So many creatures, so little time. Girl.
Let's see how this goes.
So many creatures, so little time, girl.
Surprised you didn't go all in there, actually.
Well, there's no reason to. If I had attacked you with my 2/1/1s, you just would have like killed one of my 1/1s, and I would have had less minion or creature advantage.
Yeah, no, you're right. But you could have gotten a little more by me, though.
Yeah, true. I would have gotten another damage.
That actually would have told me a lot about how desperate you were if you wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care much for just one extra point of damage, really, I guess.
Now I gotta remember you got this arsonist that's gonna do one more damage beyond what happens in combat. That always gets me. I forget about that extra point. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't like that. Not a fan, actually. Oh, you know what? Actually, that helps me in a really weird way.
Does it?
Oh. I can't block it because it's flying. Is it flying?
No.
Oh, it's because of the effect
yes,
on it. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it because of the...
Power less than, yeah. Darn. That is a lot of my health.
Yep. Feel like it was a reasonable strategy. It's not like the most efficient use of that card, but like at the same time, you're down to 4 health.
That I am. That I am.
The time. The time. Oh no, what is this thing?
No time like the present.
Oh, fuck. I lost. Oh my god, I lost. Well.
You didn't lose necessarily. There's still a few things I could do that would be a problem. Or you could do that would be a problem.
Yeah, I don't have any mana though, so I can't do any of the things that I want to do.
3 land after all these turns. That's
I know,
crazy.
it's really terrible. I wish I didn't, but I do. There's really not much. I don't even have a red land. Like I'm lucky that I got that gate.
I probably should have hit you for 6 there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You're tapped out.
Yeah, no reason not to.
Too late now.
Yep.
Wish I could just kind of like go back one phase sometimes, but oh well. I'm sure the commenters will tell me about it quite a few times. That always makes it easier when I realize I've made a mistake, that I now get this sinking feeling that I'm about to be told about it about 70 times.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Actually, you know, I should be that fortunate to be told about it 70 times. Probably be told about it 3 times.
Do I gain much by doing that? Not really. No, okay.
Well, you'll just have some kind of direct damage hit that'll just kill me now.
Maybe. You know, I'm such an idiot. Like, if I had not hit that continue button, by the way, you would be dead right now.
I think I won.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm not surprised by that, actually. Do you have like do you have the water cat or the?
I don't know how to even do the math for this, but I think I may just let it go, and if I lose, then so be it.
Let it go. What is this? Target against trample. Oh fuck. That's a lot. That's a lot of nuts.
Yeah, you say that sometimes.
I do, yeah. So he's got trample, huh?
I guess you could just take it.
Yeah, you could just swing with all, actually. And you might kill me. 3, 4, 5, 6,
no.
7, 8.
You
Yeah,
have 4
that's
blockers.
20. That's 20 damage. Yeah, and I would have 4 blockers. This is true. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it right in the dick. Because there's actually nothing I can do about it. I can't not take it right in the
You could
dick.
have blocked it with the 5 and knocked some of it off.
No, I can't. Like, creatures with power less than Howl Guy's
Oh,
power,
right.
yeah.
I forgot about that part.
Yep.
This is the second time this game I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's worked to your advantage this time. Alright. Gotta land. It's a little too late, game. I
forgot
lost.
this flashback on the spider spawning is with a black. I don't have any black land in this deck.
Oh, really?
Really wish I did, because I'd love a flashback of that. I could have doubled my creatures eventually.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. It's a strong
okay.
card giving you all those spiders. Yeah, I lost the game. And you know, it's another one of those times where it's like, well, you didn't get any lands, so fuck you. It's like, yeah, that's kind of shitty. I hate when you lose like that. Also, though, like I said, it was mostly because I'm a fucking idiot and I made a terrible error.
We don't know. We don't know still what's happening here.
This is true.
Anything could happen.
God,
I have 4 health. I mean, if you just get some direct damage, that's not a lot.
Yeah, but I think if you, like, start swinging with all, I'm pretty much boned.
Well, I need my blockers, though.
Not really. Oh, yeah, I guess so. But, like, not really.
I don't have that much wiggle room.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Well, I have a little more wiggle room than I think I'm giving myself credit for, though.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
I have about this much wiggle room.
It's a lot of wiggle room. You're wiggling it up a storm.
The nice thing is they're all 1/2, which means, like, they don't die.
Yeah.
And I guess you could kill one of them with the extra 1 damage from this, the Arsonist.
Yeah.
And you'll kill another one with the 5/5.
Oh, no!
You don't use that.
Oh, no! Oh, no! I'm an idiot. I lose.
Oh,
I'm so
I won.
stupid. I thought that fucking wolf was another spider. Alright, whatever. Fuck it. I lost. I lost.
Yeah, you're supposed to block the wolf with the 5/5 and then kill it so it comes back undying.
Fuck it. I lost the game. She got extra damage in the graveyard.
There we go. Have another creature.
Oh my god. I'm so mad. 'Cause bad.
I could put Monstrosity on this guy. I always forget what this does.
It's cool. It's like it makes some super power time.
You get monstrous by paying mana to put a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the number after Monstrosity, so it would get +3/+3. Just remember, once the creature becomes monstrous, it can't monstrify again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it's more strong? Who cares?
It's pretty cool.
Wait, is there a trick here? Oh, you're just swinging?
No, I lose. Pretty much lost.
And Forest to round us out.
Becomes monstrous. Destroy target creature with flying the opponent controls. Yeah. He's a strong fella. He's a strong fella, that fella.
I was in the process of clicking Monstrify, and then it like went to the next phase.
Yeah, it's really annoying when it does that.
I was a little late on the draw there.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. I'm not gonna block, so.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I lost!
What is the soft kitty thing from? The only time I ever heard that was Dodger said it once.
I don't know, actually. I read it today.
Hmm.
Someone... It was, I think it was from the Emergency Kittens.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
You can follow them on Twitter. It's @EmergencyKittens, and they give you kitten pictures all the time.
They do, yeah. Conversely, you could also subscribe to reddit.com/r/ibleach, and that just has a bunch of adorable pictures of adorable things.
Hi, Bleach. I thought that was going to be something much worse.
You know, me too. Like it seems it seems like it would be the other way around, but in
Yeah.
fact, it's to bleach your eyes from the horrors of the world with adorable kittens and
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
They really need to rebrand that because I really was thinking that was like some kind of worse alternative to r/WTF, which I'm not
Yeah.
into.
Okay, so Warm Kitty is a children's song popularized by the characters Sheldon and Penny in the American sitcom The Big Bang
Oh,
Theory.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Hate that show.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know
Freaking
that.
hate that show. Doesn't it just make fun of people? I won't get into it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm too sleepy. I don't want to have a rage fit for a second.
Huh.
Besides, I've gone on record as not liking that show about 20 times in various places, so I don't think there's any new tread or ground to tread at this point.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't know that's where it came from. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, right?
I don't feel good about that
I
at all.
like it less now.
Yeah, I definitely like that song less now. That's unfortunate. Well, that's a bummer. But new Smash Brothers. I'm excited for that. I want to play that. I hope it's good.
I'm reasonably indifferent. I'm slightly more excited now that I know it's got 49 characters, though.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Thanks, Freeze.
Yeah.
49 characters is pretty cool. But how many?
But I have a
how many?
long list of games I want more than that, though.
Yeah.
Bayonetta first, Borderlands, Evolves next year, so not that. Little Big Planet. There's like 3 more that I'm not thinking of now.
I do really love the Super
Bloodborne.
Smash Brothers series, though. Like, I really love that.
Can't they just make it crossplay like friggin' PS4 does?
Yeah, that'd
Like
be
Diablo
great.
3, I can just play it on my Vita now.
Yeah, I just wish that they
Doesn't work that well though.
released it
But
on Steam. It'd be nice.
yeah, one day.
I'm trying to see how many characters were in Brawl without having to fucking number.
Really, that's a thing you can't just Google for?
I'm looking.
It's
I
probably
guess I could
30
just-
something.
I'll just count, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Thing with Rob.
9 times 4 is 36, 35. 35 characters. So there actually are like a significant number of more characters in this one. That's actually
I
pretty
can't
cool.
imagine stopping at 49 and not putting a 50th. There's going to be a 50th,
Well-
right? They just haven't announced that there's a secret character.
It's possible. However, I will say that in the Brawl menu system where you select a character here.
Wait, can you say all that again? Your Skype's totally breaking up. Hang on a sec.
Okay, can you hear me
Okay,
now?
you're back.
All right. I will say in the Brawl system of selecting a character, there is one box that is dedicated to random. So it would sort of make sense that they did like a 5x10 grid, and one was random, so that's why it was 49. So
Okay, I can buy that,
yeah,
but I would still rather there was a 50th.
I mean, me too. Everybody wants more. I would love more characters. They should have.
I wanted to be Marvel vs.
Brilliant.
Capcom 2 with Nintendo characters.
Yeah, I actually like a lot of the characters that they've put in there. Like, actually, I think the Mii character is really cool. Like, that's a really cool idea. Are you gonna design your own character? Design your own character light, but still.
I know, but it's like kind of bad. Like, it's just like a silly cartoon character. They already had a bunch of weird generic stuff. Why, like, you already put a Wii Fit trainer. Like, anybody gives a shit about that.
Yeah, I really don't like the Wii Fit trainer at all. Like that one's just like, man. Really?
It's like them trying to legitimize that these weird endeavors that they make to sell peripherals are somehow part of Nintendo's, time-honored tradition.
Yeah.
I don't really
not.
appreciate that. It's not. These aren't games. These are fucking peripheral sales.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a toy. Yeah. Well, I that said, I would have been actually fine with like a Wii Fit stage. Like a stage would have been fine.
Sure, stage. I don't care about it.
Exactly.
Whatever.
But like wasting a character slot on a fucking Wii Fit trainer. Ugh. It's very frustrating.
And there's also so many like palette swappy kind of versions of characters. Like, isn't there? There used to be multiple Links and multiple Zeldas.
Yeah, there's no more clones in the game. There's no since
Oh, they got rid of them?
Yeah, because in Brawl, the director of the game was like, yeah, it was kind of bullshit that we made clones in Melee. So there's no more clones in Brawl.
Well,
Brawl,
the clones are
henceforth.
now all going to be the Mii characters because those are the same.
Yeah, but there actually are 3 different archetypes, and you can pick between 9 different abilities for each archetype. So they're not exactly all the same.
Okay,
they'll be customized.
Fine,
yeah, so they'll be customized to your experience, which is pretty cool. Like I think that's a really cool idea. But yeah, no, there's no direct clones, I'll say anyway. Like there's no, because like in Melee you would have like Fox and Falco, and they have like the same movesets. Whereas in Brawl you have Fox and Falco, and they have similar movesets, but they play totally differently. So, or like Wolf.
I would have actually attributed that partially to the RAM limitations also, that maybe they had to reuse some of the code from it.
That's possible, yeah. Or, I mean, like, I, honestly, in Melee, like, it probably was just that, like, you know, they wanted to get out characters and didn't really make as much sense to, like, you know, completely design a new character.
Well, Melee had very few characters, though, didn't it? It was, like, 20 or something, maybe less?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the original had even less. The original had, like, what, like...
Oh, I thought I was talking about the original for a second. Yeah, no, you're right.
Melee, yeah. Melee had few characters too, and Brawl had more. But I'm actually surprised. I would have been. I wouldn't have doubted that they would have come out with this new Smash Brothers game and it would have had the same amount of characters as Brawl.
Right.
Like
I thought they were gonna have less actually, because the mantra for Nintendo seems to be more hype, less content.
Right. Yeah.
And higher price.
Yeah, that's probably
premium.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt the next Super Smash Brothers games had less. Well, I mean, this one does have less content technically because there's no story mode. Because
yeah, but let's be honest, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, no one. I mean, that said though, like I really did like unlocking characters in that story mode because it was kind of cool. Like it was fun to unlock the characters in that story mode. Whereas in the other Smash Brothers games, it was like, you know, how you unlock characters in other fighting games, which is just kind of like repeat the same shit over and over again on a bunch of different characters. It's kind of boring.
That stuff doesn't bother me much. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was some of the most fun I had unlocking characters because there were so many.
Right.
There were like 64 something characters, maybe 68 characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah.
And you basically just got stuff constantly.
Yeah, I mean that is cool. But I did,
and big stuff too, like new characters all the time.
Yeah, I think more than anything though, like the reasoning for why there's no story mode was the most bullshit. Because he was like, "Oh well, people are just gonna put the story on YouTube, so it'll ruin it." It's like, okay, yeah, buddy.
Okay,
like,
that's the stupidest.
Yeah,
shit.
Exactly. It's like, okay, yeah, man. Like that's
At
why
least
people
call
were
a
buying
spade
super.
A spade.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You don't want to make one.
Yeah, right. Like that's all. That you could have just said that. You could have just been like, hey, yeah, we don't have the time or resources to come out. Like we're on a deadline. We have to come out with the Smash Brothers to sell Wii U's, and we can't make the story mode. Not like, oh well, the story's gonna be ruined because of YouTubers. Like, okay, buddy, yeah, sure.
It makes them
that's
sound like
why.
a bunch of freaking brooding emo teenagers in their bedrooms. They're like, oh, YouTube is oppressing us, and we think about it all the time.
Right, yeah, that's
We're
exactly.
a big mega company, and we are completely at the whims of YouTube. Like, come on, grow up.
Yeah, it was bullshit. I was real upset about that, but it's like, whatever. I don't give a shit about your story anyway.
That's
really.
how little they respect their own property, that they're at the whim of YouTube like that. Like they don't want to project a story.
Yeah, I guess they're afraid the story, the narrative-less or the dialogue-less story is gonna be spoiled on YouTube. That's their.
Every element of that makes no sense to me, and it makes my head want to explode.
Yeah. It's like
I go down a little logic corridor, and then I can make a left or a right, and instead my brain just says I can't compute.
yeah, it's real bullshit. But yeah. But I mean, other than that, like, I'm excited to play a new Smash Brothers game. Like I love Smash Brothers. I've loved it forever. It's I think easily my favorite fighting game series of all time.
Have you played that many though?
Yeah, no, I played a lot of fighting games actually. I didn't play them over the course of my life, but I prefer Smash Brothers' like very fluid combo system, as opposed to the very rigid like, hey, these are the combos you can do system of every other fighting game. Like I prefer the fluid like I can make my own combos type of system, or it's at least it's the illusion of making your own combos.
Okay, I don't want to be inflammatory when I say this, but I feel like it's not so much that you're making your own combos, but the combo system is just so open that it's really just you're hitting a bunch of things in sequence. It's not a combo, it's just you're hitting a bunch of things and they just say they're a combo.
Yeah, but I mean that's what a combo is really.
I think I've been kind of retrained of how I think about that. I look at a list of commands that all happen in a specific sequence as a combo now.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I've played games like BlazBlue a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's not terribly different from what you described, a series of buttons in a series of commands.
Yeah, I'm missing the inflammatory part, I think, because I just kind of want to say they're not really combos. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff that you can do, like the traditional Fox combo, the grab combo, that is like you roll into the or you side B into the grab, into the down smash, into the reflect, electrocute. You know, that is basically a combo like that you would find in any other fighting game, except you'd have to press like half circle B, up down, zigzag Y, hard punch, you know. Whereas that one just kind of feels, it's just like simple 2-button controls and stuff. I don't know. I just like,
you know, I should just not even talk. I don't know enough about Smash Brothers, and I probably just offended a lot of people for no reason. Doesn't matter. Whether they're combos or not doesn't matter. It's the same thing as our games are. Who cares?
Yeah, right. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. But yeah, no. I like Smash Brothers as a series. I wish there were more games ripping it off.
I wish you would buy BlazBlue and we could play it together a lot.
I should, yeah. I should. I heard that's a good
PS3,
fighting game.
right?
No, I don't actually.
Oh.
Is that not on the PC?
No. Well, there's an old version that is, but it doesn't have netcode, so you don't want that version.
Ah, all right. Well, let's see.
I mean, unless you just want to practice it, it's like $8.99, but I wouldn't probably buy it for that.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point if you can't play it online, really?
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird to say, because like that's how fighting games were forever. But I guess.
Well,
now
we're
that
all
online,
spread out across the entire United States and more, so, you know, at this point, we're not going to gather together at an arcade. We're going to go to Fun Spot and play together.
Yeah. Although that is fun, though. Although, like, fighting games tear friendships apart. Like, like...
Well, yeah, if you're a dickbag, sure.
Yeah. Well, like, when I was living in California, we would play Street Fighter 4 on the Xbox, and we played it for a while. And I'm not very good at that game, but I was better than everyone else that I was playing with. So I would pretty much like always win, and so people just never wanted to play with me ever again. And it's like, oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's one of those games that's just technical enough that if you get the edge over somebody, you can really lock them out over and over and over again.
Yeah. And
it's really frustrating to play against somebody when you can't even get a move in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's that is another thing that I like about Smash Brothers is that like it has a high skill ceiling, but it has a low skill floor. You know?
Well, it's just kind of a clusterfuck, isn't it?
Yes.
The whole game is just anarchy. There's not really that much precision going on. It's just kind of everybody smashing into each other all the time.
Not exactly. Like when you get to the higher levels of play, then it is.
Yeah, I don't see those levels. I don't play it.
Yeah, see, like I can school pretty much any player that's like new. Like I won't drop. I could probably go and like perfect pretty much any new player, like without taking damage, and just fuck around with them. Like it does have a skill.
Possible.
It does have a skill level, huh?
There's so much random shit happening on the stages. How could you possibly not take any damage?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, there's a way to play. I mean, every stage, fundamentally, every stage plays the same. Like the things that you have to do, like edge guarding and just dodging and hitting the proper combos and hitting the proper smashes at the right times is all that's throughout every stage, really. The rest of it, the rest of the stage stuff is like, you know, yeah, I mean, there are some stages though, like I guess in Brawl there's like the Wario stage where you just kind of take damage if you go into the Fire Flower or whatever, but those aren't played competitively, really, because you know, that's not really, it's not very well balanced towards skill. Yeah, that's just like random chance. And like when you fuck around, yeah, like yeah, the game is total anarchy when you just fuck around and you just play with like like a bunch of items on and just random a stage and play whatever. Like yeah, it totally gets to anarchy mode. But when you play on the stages that are played competitively, like you know, like Battlefield or Final Destination or whatever, then it's totally skill based, pretty much.
I played the game at PAX, actually, and one of the levels that I got to play was you flying around on the back of a biplane through Me Island or some bullshit.
Yeah, that's the Tiny Wings level.
Tiny Wings? The iOS game?
No, Tiny Wings? No. It's the old Nintendo Flight Simulator.
No, not Pilot Wings.
Pilot Wings.
I don't think it had anything to do with Pilot Wings. I think it had to do with Wii Sports Resort.
No, it was Pilot Wings.
Really? It didn't look like Pilot Wings to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pilot Wings, Smash.
I mean, that's way more legit, but I thought they were making an homage to a fucking Wii pack-in title.
Nope. It's the Pilot Wings level, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
It was pretty to look at, but it just kept like dropping you off the plane all the time. I didn't really understand what the hell was happening.
Yeah. No, I mean, you do have to just learn those stages and stuff, but generally, yeah, like if I'm talking about like yeah, like I said, Final Destination is like the most played competitive map, or like Battlefield, because that has other.
I had no idea they had names. I hear Final Destination. I'm like, what, do they all fly off a roller coaster and crash into the ground?
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, you play that stage, and that one's more akin to like a traditional fighting game level, because it's just a flat plane. Like that's just it. There's no stage doing weird shit. It's just like a flat plane where you just, you know, back of it. I used to, back in the day, I used to play Melee with my friends, and we would have like hour-long fucking battles. Just
sounds awful.
Yeah, well, it was fun. It was really fun because it was really hardcore.
Oh, I would never want to play one match of that for an hour. That sounds so bad to me.
It's like I said, when you get to the higher skill levels of play, it's like really fun to just like fuck around with the mechanics and stuff.
Right.
You know, because
I like to look at it like the way we played Lethal League the other day, where it's like fun in short bursts, and there's skill, but it's mostly kind of random, and you just kind of get lucky, and then you say, "Hey, I'm really good at this," but you're actually not.
Yeah, I mean, you can totally like. I think most people play Smash Brothers like that, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I like about it, is that it is like a really small skill floor, in that like anybody can just like fuck around and play with it, and like you can put the controller in your hands, and it's pretty much a 2-button game, you know, like it's essentially a 2-button game, and it's really easy to pick up and play. But if you get good enough, you can just destroy people as well.
Right.
You know
what's interesting at PAX is that they made us excuse me, we all played on GameCube controllers.
Yeah.
You know, after all of this time, and all of this innovation, and all of these fucking peripherals, they hand us GameCube controllers. And I'm not saying that like I fault them, it's just they're aware of it, is the thing. That is the best decision, is to hand us the fucking controllers from their like 2001 system.
Yeah, no, that was the whole thing, is they actually added that with the that was like a pack-in
2004. I'm sorry, that year was totally off.
That's the whole thing, is like that was the pack-in with the new Smash Brothers, is they came out with that new peripheral that lets you plug in your old GameCube controllers into the console, and it's like, yeah, well, Nintendo, maybe you should just make a fucking regular old goddamn controller again. That would be nice.
Well, they made the Wii U Pro controller.
Yeah.
Which is apparently great. I just don't have one because it's $60.
Isn't the Wii U Pro, isn't that like... Maybe
it looks like a 360 controller, basically.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, that's cool. Because yeah, they did something like that with the PS, or with the original Wii. Is like, hey, okay, for people who really need controllers, we have a controller for you. It looks like a Super Nintendo controller. Aren't you excited?
Yeah.
And it's like,
That was the classic controller.
yeah,
I
the
think.
classic controller. And it's like,
I own that. It was quite uncomfortable, actually. I really didn't like the positioning of the analog sticks being together in the center like that. I know it's kind of like the DualShock design, but I really prefer them staggered now.
yeah.
And it was super flat, and it had no contour to your hands. I mean, I know that's just kind of like their thing and everything, but at this point, the 360 controller is like the only one I care about.
But yeah, that Wii U controller does straight up look like an Xbox controller.
Yeah, it does.
Well, hold a tick on here. Can
Are you
I?
gonna ask me if I can plug a 360 controller into it? Because you can't.
No, I'm gonna ask. Can I plug that Wii U controller into my PC?
Your PC, I don't know that. Probably not,
Because-
because Nintendo sucks most of the time.
Yeah, but like I really want to use that D-pad
Oh.
because that.
Somebody probably could have made some third-party drivers. I imagine maybe it's possible.
Wii U Pro Controller PC.
Look at this. We solve our problems right now.
I know.
You can use a DualShock 4 on your PC, too.
Wii U
That is a
Pro Controller
slightly
can now
better-
be used on a PC/Mac.
There you go. It's
All
just
right.
$60.
That's kind of awesome, actually. Well, I mean, you know what? I might be willing to pay $60.
Yeah.
For a good D-pad because no one else does a D-pad like Nintendo, and that's not because. And now I should say this is important to note. I'm not saying that because like, oh, Nintendo makes the greatest D-pads and that's why they're just, you know, a great company. No, the reason no one makes a D-pad as good as Nintendo is because they patented the D-pad and no one else is allowed to make a D-pad like Nintendo. So they're the only ones that have a good one.
I mean, I hear you, but I also don't really think that they have the best D-pad either. I don't think that 360s is better. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of them really have a perfectly good D-pad.
I mean, the Nintendo one that is a 4-button D-pad is pretty fucking good, though.
Which one is a 4-button?
The Nintendo ones. Nintendo
Since
D-pads.
when?
No, it's been kind of like that.
There's still pluses. There's cross shapes.
Yeah, they're the cross shape.
You're not saying they're individual buttons, though.
No, but it basically feels like it. Compared to, like, the fucking
Still
Xbox.
better than any of them, then.
Well, not like
The Sony
Xbox.
one's the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually haven't tried a PS4 controller. But
Well, I'm not even saying that the PS4 controllers got a good D-pad. I'm just saying they all have a similar element to them, and they don't really feel any better to me. In fact, the Nintendo ones are always very sharp, and they kind of hurt the edges of my fingers after I use them for too long.
I love the Nintendo D-pad. I can pretty much only use that. It's so good. It's so
Well,
good.
I'm going to end up buying one of these Pro controllers to play Bayonetta because what else is my option?
Right,
I'm going to use
yeah.
the goddamn Wii tablet?
Can you use a GameCube controller?
I don't think so. I have no idea. I shouldn't say.
Yeah. Yeah. God.
I don't think I'd want to use a GameCube controller for that anyway, even if I could.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, people played like Devil May Cry and stuff with GameCube controllers. I'm sure it could be done.
They?
Yeah, Devil May Cry was on the GameCube. Sorry
It
about
wasn't?
the Skype noises, people on my end, by the way.
Devil May Cry wasn't on GameCube. It was a PS2 exclusive.
Was it?
Yeah.
You might be right.
100% know that one for a fact.
That's weird.
I'm trying to think. There was like one crossover title I think where you could. No, that was also PS2. Dante made a guest appearance in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, which doesn't have any bearing on anything, but for some reason I thought that was on GameCube for a split second.
Well, they had those old Lord of the Rings games on GameCube, and those
Yeah, there
were
you go.
awesome.
Specifically, Two Towers I think was the best one. Right?
I agree. Yeah, no,
Return of the King was kind of bad again, and the first one wasn't that good either.
People wouldn't agree with you, by the way.
Suck it, I don't care.
People say Return of the King is the best, but I
don't
agree
think
with
so.
you. I think Two Towers was the best. I think Two Towers is definitely the best. Return of the King was alright. I didn't like the ghost levels, because they relied on using the ranged attacks a lot, and that was always kind of like half-assed, I think, the ranged attack stuff.
I don't remember anymore. I just loaned these out.
Those were
from
some of the
GameStop
best.
to try
Those
to-
were like definitely of the best movie tie-in games ever. Which is, in fairness, like not a huge thing.
Forgetting
to say.
about Peter Jackson's King Kong featuring Jack Black on the Xbox
That
360.
was really bad.
Yeah, but you could get 1,000 achievement points in under 2 hours.
Could you?
Yes.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
I not really, actually.
Oh,
It
okay.
took longer than that.
Yeah. No, there's Aladdin on the Super Nintendo, Spider-Man 2 on the PS2. That was an amazing game. I love me some Spider-Man 2.
It make me think of good movie tie-ins. The Thing on Xbox was pretty good.
Was it? I never played that, actually.
Yeah, it was alright. It was worth playing.
You know what's funny is I have the disc for the Thing on the PC version, and I never played it, and I still have the disc.
You could do a lot worse.
Yeah. I should try that. Although, in fairness, like, I don't really count those as movie tie-in games, like the ones that are like, hey, this movie came out like 20 years ago. Yeah. You know, like the new Alien Isolation game. I don't really count that as like a movie. Like, when I say the movie tie-in games, I usually mean
you mean the one they market the movie with.
Yeah, they market it with the movie, and they hurriedly make the game in a very short period of time, and the developers want to kill themselves for how fast they're making this game. And, you know, that's the kind of game that I'm talking about, because usually they're fucking trash ass for good reason. But
Yep. Yeah, they're all the worst catalysts to making a bad game are always present in that specific scenario of development.
Yeah, and it's because, well, people don't really do it anymore, because all the movie tie-in games are made for like iOS now, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah, I guess just eliminate that genre entirely. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, it's not. They don't make them for consoles or PC or anything like that anymore.
Well, no, that's not true. What about Amazing Spider-Man? That had one.
Yeah, I guess so. But the Spider-Man...
Marvel does it.
Yeah, but well, sorta. Because they only kind of do it with the Spider-Man series, and that's only because that company, the company that made the Amazing Spider-Man games, were the same ones that... they're the same company that have been making every Spider-Man game for the past, like...
Are you sure there wasn't like a Thor game? I know there was like an Iron Man game, but I don't remember how old it was.
That was
like
the original Iron Man
or something.
Yeah, they made a game for the original Iron Man movie, and apparently it was trash.
Not the second one?
No, didn't make it for the second one.
They made a bunch of Hulk games, although those are all also terrible.
Yeah, that was back in the early.
I think like 2010
days.
was about maybe the death of that.
Yeah,
then,
probably.
because that's about when I stopped paying attention and when I stopped working at GameStop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's about when they stopped doing it, because it all moved over to iOS stuff. But yeah, actually, I want to play the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game. I've looked at it more and more, and it actually looks pretty good.
I love how much credence you give these things. Like,
yeah.
I would just never even bother with that.
Well, I mean, I mean, Spider-Man is probably my second favorite superhero. So,
dude, I watched the first Amazing Spider-Man when I was in Vancouver. I thought that was the worst movie I've seen in a long time.
I didn't like the original Amazing Spider-Man either, yeah. I wouldn't say it was so bad. I'd say it was, like, not good.
It made me cringe several times.
People loved it, though. But
I don't understand why.
Yeah, but I saw the second one. I think the second one was better than the first one. It's like the Sam Raimi effect. Although I did like the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man, but it's definitely not as good as Spider-Man 2.
Right.
Like,
and then Spider-Man 3 is the worst shit.
Spider-Man 3, what movie are you talking about? They never came out with a Spider-Man 3.
The last gen before they rebooted it.
Yeah, no, that doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Venom Spider-Man.
Nope.
Tobey Maguire.
Never happened. Didn't hear about it. I don't think it exists.
Okay.
I think you're a liar. So yeah, no, that Spider-Man 1 and 2 by Sam Raimi were great. That was a great dual.
I'm tired,
movie.
so I didn't understand for like way longer than I should.
You really didn't for a while there, yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, Spider-Man 3. That was maybe one of the worst movies of all time. Well, the worst AAA mainstream movies.
I really need to get drunk with you and watch that.
Yeah. I don't want to. They fucked.
Just so we could Mystery Science Theater the whole thing. That's all.
Venom up.
I don't
so
intend
hard.
to not be
Actually,
talking for any point in the movie.
You know what would be a better thing to watch is
what?
You ever watch Spectacular Spider-Man? It's a TV show.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, because it was a kid show that came out long after we've been kids.
Okay.
That we would have been watching it, and I watched some of it. Actually, I've watched every episode now, but it's really good. It's probably the best Spider-Man TV show that has ever been made.
I want bad things, not good things.
Yeah. No, but seriously, Spectacular Spider-Man is probably the best Spider-Man TV show that has come out. And then they canceled it, of course.
Of course.
Fucking so lame. I think it had like 2 seasons and then they canceled it. But it's easily the best Spider-Man show that they ever made. Even better than the one that they made in the 90s, which was actually bad. But I loved it.
I have a really hard time believing you just because the history of cartoons in the last 10 years has been just shit.
Yeah, well, while I will agree with you, up until a point. I had the same opinion until some of the most recent cartoons, because cartoons have been getting a lot better than they were for
Okay,
a
wait.
period of time.
So is Avatar from another thing, or is this an entirely Western created property?
Yeah, Avatar's a Western thing.
Because that's actually good.
Yeah, I never actually watched Avatar, but yeah, I heard that was good.
Where the hell did that come from?
I don't
Because
know.
that was like a whole different breath of fresh air. It was like basically like a Western anime.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean,
But they pulled it off, which
Yeah.
is not a thing that I can comprehend.
well, I think it was just the same thing that every other like Chinese and Japanese media thing does when they don't have a story, is like, just make a journey to the West. Fuck
Right.
it. And that's I'm pretty sure
is
that's what
really a repetitive theme. You're right.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's what Avatar is. It's just a journey to the West thing.
Yeah, in general terms, perhaps there's some underlying things to it, but it's very much not just focused on that theme.
Yeah.
It
Well,
goes in a bunch of directions.
yeah. But yeah, no, Avatar. Well, I mean, also like the most recently, there's like Rick and Morty, which is fucking amazing. There's
I don't include those in the cartoon assertion. I mean,
Alright.
like stuff that's
like kids'
intended to be
cartoons.
marketed for kids.
All right. Well, the Adventure Time is amazing.
And I kind of don't feel like that's marketed to kids, even though it is.
That one though would fall under this is because like kids watch it. Like
it's for like people our age. I think.
Yeah, no, it is. But so was SpongeBob. Really, when you go back and watch those old episodes, is like this is kind of for us. They did some. There was a whole episode of them just like cursing up a storm because they could in SpongeBob. But yeah, no, the Adventure Time regular show, those both are great. There are some good cartoon shows now. Although there was a period, I will totally agree with you, before Adventure Time for like and after our shows like Samurai Jack and
Right.
and like Dexter's Lab, when those shows kind of like ended or petered off. There was like a period of like 6 years where cartoon shows
that
were
was
like
the death of
worst.
cartoons
Yeah,
for a while.
they were awful, like really bad. There was almost nothing good. There were like a few that were kind of good. Like Misadventures of Flapjack was pretty good. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was like,
Okay, I'll give you
alright.
Foster's Home was
Yeah.
okay.
Like Foster's Home was pretty good. Like, but like Foster's Home was like Jay-Z. Because like Jay-Z.
This is why I love you, Rob. I don't know how the hell you made that connection.
Okay.
But I'm eager to find
Hear
out.
me out. Jay-Z was rapping with Biggie and Tupac and all those guys back in the day. And he never got a lot of respect because it was like, you know, he was alright. But compared to like Biggie and Tupac and like Nas and all that stuff, like, he was kind of not that great of a rapper.
Oh,
And
until the game fell out.
And then they all
he became
died.
The best.
Yeah, they all died, and he was a
get it
holdover
now.
of things, and Foster's Home was like a holdover of that old humor. It was like, yeah,
Right place, right time.
this is all right. Like if it had been aired next to Dexter's Lab and like Courage the Cowardly Dog and like all those other shows like Powerpuff Girls, if it was aired next to those ones, it would have been like, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll watch it if there's nothing else playing. But
You know, I think a lot of it too was the lack of commitment to the art style. Even like they had this really cheap looking like flash faux anime thing that they did for a while. And anytime I saw that art, I was like, this looks like bullshit. I'm trying to think specifically of an example, and the first thing that popped into my mind was there was this like Jackie Chan animated show.
oh
I think
yes,
that had it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's the Jackie Chan Adventures.
I think that had it. I might be wrong, but people listening, give me some examples if you can think of them. Those shows that just looked like shit, just really cheap looking, like bad animation,
Shaolin
didn't
Showdown.
have much shading at all.
Shaolin Showdown.
Yeah, that I guess. Yeah.
Oh man, there are a lot of shows that had just like really bad animation that were just.
Well,
like,
that was when I tuned out. When I started seeing that become the norm.
yeah.
I was like, so clearly some kind of artistic process has proliferated amongst everyone who creates stuff in this industry. And for some reason, this is trendy right now, so I guess I'm just not going to watch it anymore.
That said, though, I do hold a special place in my heart for Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, okay, of course.
Because while it wasn't a good show, it had Jackie Chan giving a little like a little tidbit of wisdom at the end of every episode.
I'm not going to talk bad about Jackie Chan.
I mean,
have to be an asshole, not
yeah. I don't know how any person on Earth could not like Jackie Chan. Like, he is kind of the greatest guy ever. But oh my god, that's gonna suck so bad when Jackie Chan dies.
Oh, don't start thinking about that now.
He's older too.
Dude, you saw the shit he went through already. He's gonna live forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really. He really is.
He's one of the original stuntmen of all kinds.
Yeah.
He did anything.
He would do literally anything. He would do all the stunts like he didn't give a shit. He'd just be like, hey, I get to throw myself off a building? Fuck yeah, I'm Jackie Chan.
Yeah. He did it. He's alive still.
And be very, very inspiring to everyone. And you know, that's what he does now, is he just, like, directs movies in China.
Oh, yeah?
He, like, directs musicals and stuff and, like, other weird shit. Just directs in China. That's what he does. Kind of sad.
Just do a speaking tour, just talking about stuff.
Yeah.
People would pay, like, a lot for that.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever see him doing the Chinese version of I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan?
No.
It's really good. It's Jackie Chan singing I'll Make a Man Out of You. It's in Cantonese.
All right.
It's really good. I would highly suggest everyone in the comments go look for it if you haven't seen it. It's wonderful.
He's a funny guy.
He is. He's a wonderful man.
He'll make you smile every time.
He really will. He's just and that's the thing with Jackie Chan Adventures, is that, like, every end of the episode it would be like someone writing in like, Jackie, how do you stay so fit? And he's like, just eat your veggies and, you know, listen to your parents. And it'd be like, oh, Jackie Chan, you're the best.
You're so conservative and nice.
Oh, he was the best. Yeah. Yeah. They must have recorded that. Now that I think about it, because, like, he was always wearing the same outfit, and there would be like,
yeah, 20... he probably did all the episodes in one take.
They're probably just like, hey, Jackie, can you stop what you're doing for like 15 minutes? We just got to record some shit that we're gonna put on every single episode of your show from now on for the next several years. Yeah. Like, okay, I'm Jackie Chan. Like, all right, Jackie Chan. Oh god, I love Jackie Chan. Well, I think that's a good place to end it on Jackie Chan.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, it was fun. I want to say thanks for joining me, but, you know, it was me and you.
Yeah, we do this all the time, man.
Yeah, like when there's a guest on, I say thanks for joining us, but, well, thanks you viewers for joining us. I hope you enjoyed our Jackie Chan discussion. I did.
The guest is really just Austin at this point, and he's basically been assimilated into the group.
Yeah.
This is like the first time he hasn't recorded one with us in a while.
Yeah, no, that's true. It is basically me, you, and him as a... Although the series has never been without me or you. And I don't think it could be, really.
Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah,
because we're the ones that have every single one of the episodes, but then there'd be all these other people that would get like 8 of them.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we should really make Bear do the fucking thing and get into the series again.
I just didn't want to bother anybody to get this shitty game.
I know. That's the thing. Like, that's the problem, is that, like, you can't... Like, it's not even just buy this game... Because we used to do that, and
buy the game, play it for hours, make a deck, and then play with us.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a big ask. And then the other option is we have to do a bunch of work to mod 2014 to play it in another way.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of lazy and also have a lot of other stuff to do, so I haven't really been proactive in that respect, which I should be more.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, me too. But, yeah, you know. Whatever. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. New episodes Mondays and Fridays. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. We appreciate it very much. Check out both perspectives. Links are going to be underneath the video. Thank you.
Bye.
Later.
This is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.